Shihan finished his walk along the shore as the first rays of morning sunlight painted the horizon. The thoughts from the night before still echoed in his mind. Ila's words replayed like a chorus of a haunting song. What was harder, leaving or living with what was left behind? That sentence had unearthed wounds he had buried for years. When he returned home, he noticed an open script lying on the table. It was the first draft of a new film project, but his eyes couldn't focus on the words. After everything he had felt the night before, he knew nothing in his life would ever be the same. He picked up his phone, debating whether to call Ila, but hesitation held him back. Ila, meanwhile, was sitting at a cafe early in the morning, sipping her coffee. Her gaze was lost in the rain falling outside. The heaviness in her heart seemed to compete with the raindrops streaming down the window. Her manager sat across from her, placing a script on the table. "This offer is significant, Ila. It could redefine your career," he said in a serious tone. But Ila's mind was elsewhere. Though her eyes glanced at the script, her thoughts were filled with the events of the previous night. "Can you leave me alone for a while?" she asked her manager, softly but firmly. He shrugged and left, and Ella took a deep breath. She picked up her phone, staring at the screen. She wanted to text Shihan, but couldn't find the words. At the same time, fate was crafting another plan to bring them together. Coincidentally, Ella's manager had scheduled a meeting for a film project that also involved Shihan. It seemed their paths would cross again. A week later, Ella and Shihan found themselves in a production company's meeting room. Neither expected this encounter. When Ella walked in and saw Shihan, she froze for a moment. Shihan looked at her in surprise. "You," Ella started, struggling to find the words. Shihan smiled faintly. "It seems our paths have crossed again." Throughout the meeting, both tried to maintain a professional demeanor. However, the tension between them was palpable, catching everyone's attention. The director, noticing their chemistry, remarked, "The dynamic between you two is truly unique. If you work together on this project, something extraordinary could happen." When the meeting ended, Shihan and Ila lingered in the room. The silence between them was heavy with unspoken words. Finally, Shihan broke it. "We need to talk," he said firmly. Ella hesitated for a moment, but eventually nodded. Sitting in a cafe, rain tapping against the windows, Shihan stared directly at Ella. "Seeing you after all these years, it's made me question everything," he said. Ella took a deep breath. "We've been through so much, Shihan, but some things are in the past. I don't know if reopening them is the right thing to do." Shihan smiled softly. "Maybe there's no right or wrong. Maybe there's just what we need to say." Ella averted her gaze. "Then, what do you need to say?" she asked. After a long silence, Shihan said, "We can't change the past, Ella, but maybe we can rewrite the future." His words sparked a glimmer of hope in both of them, yet neither knew what kind of story this new chapter would hold. All they knew was that their lives were about to change once again.